Good morning, boys and girls. We're going to talk more about the T-Rex arms situation. And I have to tell you, at this point, if you're paying attention to the T-Rex thing, it really looks like it's going to be a whole thing. Like it's going to go on over some time. Like it's going to be interesting to watch. And for those of you that you're like, oh, I don't like drama, or there's too much drama in the gun space. It's like, man, shut up. Like you know how interesting this is, especially when you have Lucas, who's he's an interesting guy. To me, he's accomplished a lot. Like he built a great business, in my view, like basically by himself. But I mean, he built a great business, and you can't take that away. Like whatever else you want to say about him, he's been very successful at what he's doing, and he's captures a lot of people's attention. Whether people like him or hate him, they like talking about him. So he's a very interesting character. So you got Lucas, and then you have T-Rex Arms, which is, like I said, I think it's a great business. Like genuinely. Like they have a really great team. I think they've got a good product. What I've always liked about them is that they don't just sell product. They like want people to be informed and use it and train with it and all that stuff. I think that's interesting. They've done some stuff, like I said, that is good, that no matter how you want to criticize them, you can't really take that stuff away. All right. Anyway, Lucas has been, I guess, schizo posting on Instagram is a good way of putting it. He's posted a couple movie clips over the past couple days, which is like, one was a clip of, I forget, some actor like talking off the cuff. Not really sure what that's about. And a clip of The Negotiator. It's an old movie with Samuel L. Jackson when he was at the peak of his career, and Kevin Spacey before people knew he was a kid diddler. Yeah, like I like that movie. Like what that clip has to do with anything, I don't really know. But I think what Lucas is doing is kind of sowing the seeds that at some point he's going to be out like telling a story or talking about this a little bit. So that's really interesting. Now I've heard that a guy called Brandon Wombat is going to be the stand-in. I mean, seriously, that's his name. That'll be the stand-in for Lucas, like the new sort of face of T-Rex. I heard that, and I'm like, I don't know if that's true. But then sure enough, yesterday, T-Rex Arms put up a video with that guy in it, like explaining some gear or some shit. And it's just kind of like, okay, maybe that's the new guy. And it's like, I don't know anything about that guy. He seems fine. It's just, you look at him, all right, he's explaining the gear. Seems okay to me. Whatever. The thing that I really keyed in on, though, like kind of trying to parse out what's going on here, was the video that T-Rex Arms put up. So it was Lucas's brother put up a video saying that there was a lack of alignment between them for years, and it's been growing. Like I thought, I hear that and I'm like, interesting. And then if we go back and read Lucas's message that he posted when he resigned, he said per the shareholder agreement, he's forcing them to buy him out, which begs a lot of other questions. Well, why doesn't Lucas buy them out? Like maybe if y'all don't get along anymore, which is kind of what it's starting to look like. I'm not convinced anybody did anything really, really wrong. Maybe there was I don't know about this whole like inappropriate message thing. I don't know what that really was. I don't think, in the scheme of things, I don't think that's really a big deal. All right. It doesn't seem like it is. Instead, it seems like they just didn't like each other, or there was resentment. They're not getting along. Maybe the other guys think like Lucas is focused on the wrong stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. But it just looks like they don't like each other, right? I'm not convinced that anybody really did anything like wrong. It's just, they're not going to work together anymore. So like, well, why didn't Lucas buy them out instead of forcing them to buy him out? So anyway, it looks like I said, it's going to be a whole thing. I think this is going to drag on for a while, and it's going to be interesting to watch. For sure. For sure. Let's get into your comments, folks. All right. Top comment on the last video. Jesus Christ, the gun community has more drama than the Kardashians. Don't act like you don't like it. It's awesome. I love it. Oh, thank God you made a video. I couldn't listen to Trench Grenade. He tries. He's a bit of a dork, but he tries. I saw a T-Rex Arms video last night, and I thought it would be nice to have Ben do a video about that. Less than 24 hours later, here's the video. I'm happy. Yeah, so their video, what jumped out at me about the T-Rex video was the short little bit up front where they've been growing misalignment over years. And I'm like, huh. And then a long discussion about some inappropriate message, which if you really think about it, it's like, I'm not sure what that really has to do anything. It's almost like a red herring type of a situation. Okay. Not only did Lucas resign, so did Brantley. What a shame. Yeah, I've been hearing kind of through the back channel that there's a lot more than just two. I think a few people have left, not like half the staff. It's not a total schism, but I think there's more than just a couple of guys. And Brantley Merriam, he's a great shooter, and he's been on their social media. He's been teaching. Like, I've met him. He's a very likable guy. And if I was running a business like T-Rex, I wouldn't want to lose a guy like that, like based on what I know. So that doesn't seem too good. All right. The equilibrium of the gun community is off ever since our beloved GOAT Paul Harrow passed. Paul Harrow passed. Feels like it's all gone downhill since. All right. Please just become the gun drama channel we all want you to be. Bro, I'm all about it. Like, I love this. I live for this stuff because this is just kind of like, it's just interesting to watch. Because like I said, people love talking about T-Rex arms. They love talking about Lucas just from so many different angles. And even the people that hate the guy, they can't stop talking about him. And like, Lucas is very good at like leaning into the trolling and antagonizing people. Like, he understands what he's doing with that stuff. I mean, at this point, I just wish I could get all of the news delivered with Ben's flair. Keep up the good work. Yeah, well, I'll try. Take this with a grain of salt, but I heard from a reliable source that someone sent Lucas a picture of baggy jeans, and that's what caused this. Could be. Don't know. So much drama in the LBC, a guy said. Yeah, there is a lot. And it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what it is. A lot of places like this, they become victims of their own success, you know, in somehow, some way. I don't know what the personality dynamics are. Like, I've met a bunch of the people. I think I met Lucas's older brother. Like, he seemed very impressive when I met him. He seemed like a nice guy. Like, I don't know what's going on, but like I said, it's very interesting to see this. All right. Lucas can simply rebrand, form a new LLC, and jump in front of the camera to stump for it. I predict the other guys are going to find it quite difficult to continue without him. Sure, Lucas could set up a new thing for sure. As far as T-Rex itself, well, let's face it, they've got all these processes in place and all this stuff. And if I needed a holster right now that like was in their product catalog, I would just buy it from them. And I'm sure I would get it and it would be right. Like, they have all that set up that runs independently of Lucas. So I'm not sure that T-Rex is going to just go away either. I don't think that. I would think it would take a lot more. All right, actually kind of sad because I got into the gun space seriously because of T-Rex arms, and I found your channel because Lucas mentioned you in a video. Yes, he may be goofy and autistic and wear skinny jeans, but he had a big impact on my life and probably other people as well. Well, good. Well, let me tell you about that. I appreciate that Lucas tells people to get training. All right, and one thing that impressed me about Lucas personally was years ago when like way less people knew my name and nobody knew who Joel Park was. Joel cold messaged Lucas on Instagram about some shooting technique and gave him some training tips or whatever. And Lucas had no reason to listen to this guy. No followers, no nothing, except for that he was right about what he was talking about. And I saw Lucas like take that on board and train and change up. Like, so like that, you guys don't know how rare that is in the content creator space. I mean, most of these guys are like personality disordered, like fucking weirdos. Like most people that create, I know like irony is thick, right? But most people that are just all about creating content, capturing views and attention, like they're not doing that stuff. They don't really care about getting better at what they're doing. But Lucas was different. And I was impressed right away when I heard about that. Okay. If it comes out that Lucas stood on principle and would not bend his morals and ethics, then I will be a customer of his no matter what venture he chooses to go into in the future. There are not many people like that anymore. Yeah, and again, like, it's not really even clear what the conflict is about. At this point, my money's on they don't fucking like each other anymore, effectively. That's where I'd put my money if I had to bet. All right. I have no idea what's going on, but the video response T-Rex Arms released was very strange. Yes. It feels like the same thing as SIG. They're completely fumbling what is supposed to be a very serious PR response to a serious issue. See, like, to me, it's strange in that the important bit was this, and then we're talking about this other stuff with, this inappropriate text. It's like, who gives a fuck about an inappropriate text? Was that a catalyzing event? Maybe, but how much does that really have to do with anything? All right. Let's see what else we got here. Lucas leaving T-Rex is like Justin Timberlake leaving NSYNC. No one wanted to see or listen to the other dudes. I think you may have it. I don't see T-Rex having a profitable business after this. Well, to be fair, they could. They could just keep doing what they're doing, scale back the media production, put out the product that they know wins, and like keep building it that way. They could easily make it profitable, but that would, you don't know where they're at as far as what they're trying to do. All right, I'm an accountant looking at all this from a purely business perspective. It's a classic case of what not to do. All the money spent on YouTube videos, the ammunition, guns, etc., was a legitimate marketing expense to drive business to their shop. Yes. However, that money went to build up the name and branding of Lucas, not T-Rex Arms. Now that he isn't there anymore, they have lost the value they put into him. That's why companies shouldn't engage in cults of personality. Yeah, that may be where the other guys are at. The other owners may be looking at it and just being like, hey, this is dumb what we're doing. We need to stop doing this. Now, it's just speculation from me. I haven't discussed this with any of these guys. I don't know. But that could be how they're looking at it. I don't know. First, dirty civilian separates from T-Rex, then Grantham drama, now Lucas drama. This is out of control. It's okay. It's okay. We've got a quiver full of questions and no good answers yet. That's a great way of putting it. You just kind of look at this, you're like, what the hell's going on here? And just like, you're not really hearing anything that makes sense, Lucas has really gotten into the whole concerned citizen Minuteman thing lately. He got a lot of hate with his podcast for trashing 2A content creators who use the platform for entertainment and clout. Well, this is what I'm saying. It's like Lucas is serious about doing the actual training, right? His co-owners have probably been trying to tone him down for the sake of the business. Makes sense since he mentioned his values not being respected as a reason for leaving. Yeah, I mean, and look at it like in 2020, like the concerned citizen kind of angle was very good for business. It was very good. I think it's probably less good the last couple of years as things are not so much that direction anymore where people aren't worried about that stuff as much. All right. Their financials are somewhat public. They've been trending downward in sales since Lucas has stopped making his videos. It's almost a one-to-one slide. They will continue a downtrend and will downsize and will probably sell the company. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Like, it makes sense that they're going to, like, Lucas is a big draw. Like I said, he's interesting and he's polarizing and he just has one of those personalities that people like to talk about. Even the guys who hate him, they do so much for him. They build him up a lot. I know Lucas can be divisive, but in my opinion, he was the heart and soul of the company and isn't going to survive without him. He'll be successful with whatever he chooses to do next. Very fair. Ben loves the drama in the gun space. Fuck yes, I do. Fuck yes. It's awesome. Why, are you not enjoying this? Like, what the hell else you got to do? This is unfortunate. Lucas is in the face of the company, especially on social media. Yes, many people associate him with the brand. Him resigning is not good for them going forward. Well, no shit, it's not good. Yeah, it's very bad. As the show goes on, Isaac seems to be the mastermind behind the company. Anyway, he does give off this air like he seems very smart and he seems very calculated. And like I said, there may be riff going on there. I don't know. This should be like if Mark LaRue left LaRue Tactical. Yeah, it would be kind of like that. Brantley leaving told me all I needed to know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there you go. Brothers divided is always a shame. It is a shame. Like, genuinely, it's not good for their family. And that's what not that y'all should take life advice from me, but do not form a business partnership with your family. Like, this shit is, don't do that. Like, this is probably what would happen. They should spend all their time communicating resolve, or the hurt is only just beginning. Like, yeah, probably. Probably is. Poor decision on the rest of T-Rex Arms. They will take a heavy financial loss from him leaving. Yep. It's wild. As a relatively new shooter, who found Lucas first, then decided to purchase a lot of my gear and kit from T-Rex, and it has served me well. This is super unfortunate to see. Regardless of the memes, Lucas has done a lot for the modern 2A community from my point of view. Yeah, like what Lucas influenced me as well, because I was watching the videos he put out, and he would just put the camera where it was safe and didn't give a fuck about like 180-degree safe angles, and didn't care if people complained in the comments. And I'm just like, yeah, he's right. I'm just like, send it. Like, stop being like performative fake safety people. Just like shoot a video that is cool in a way that is safe, that you know is right, and put it out. Like, stop worrying about like making it performatively safe. All right, can't wait for the tell-all Brett Cooper interview. Oh, that would be cool. Really unfortunate. Not only did he start it, was the face of the company, but it's a family deal with his older brothers, who all seem like good people. Hate to see family have issues. And yeah, and that is kind of the tragedy here, for sure. I only like T-Rex Arms because of Lucas and his content. I'm moving on to other quality holsters. Very fair. Very fair. I live for this content. Me too, dude. I so do. This is so good. This is another example of why you never ever partner with family, or anyone for that matter. You want to employ family, fine, but never give up control of something you built until you are ready to walk away. Yeah, like, I don't know the specifics of whatever their business arrangement was. However, Lucas probably fucked up years ago. The way that he structured this is probably a mistake. Again, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if money was put in by other guys to build. Like, I don't know. But it does not seem great for Lucas that he's not in a position to control the company. I expect that the company grew to the point that professional management came in. They tend to look at everything as how they can grow the company as fast as possible to maximize their personal potential return. Founder values out the window. They will grow at all costs and eventually kill off the goodwill they developed over the years. But before it is affected money-wise, the people who caused all the problems will have cashed out and moved on to do it again somewhere else. Yeah, probably. I don't know. We'll see. I used to like Lucas at T-Rex Arms when it was just a kid in a shed 10 years ago. But a few years ago, they started getting fucking weird. It did get a little weird. Like, 2020 was a game changer for them in a lot of reasons. Oh, here's an interesting comment. This is what I mean. Lucas is polarizing. Lucas was the main reason I didn't want to buy from T-Rex Arms. His incessant need to trash the entertainment side of GunTube always seemed to be from the place of envy and jealousy. But, you see, I think there's far less people that are boycotting T-Rex. They're like, I'm not buying from them until Lucas is gone. I just think there's way less of those people than the ones who are like, oh, I like Lucas. I'm happy to support Lucas and shop at T-Rex because it's the gear that I want, fair price, all that stuff. I just think there's way more of those people that are into it. Ben out here acting like he's not going crazy waiting for that tea. It's like, bro, I'm not acting like that. Like, I'm not. There's no pretending. It just seems odd to me that his brothers would stay on when something was bad enough for Lucas to leave. Well, his brothers are in charge now. All right. Well, that's enough for now. What I can say is I think we're going to be getting a lot more. Like, Lucas is promising a lot. He's going to be talking about this more. And I think it's going to be interesting. And then we'll get to see what happens with T-Rex Arms as well. Like, do I think they're going to fold tomorrow? No. I think if I needed one of their holsters, I would just order it. Like, it wouldn't stop me. I'd be like, well, they make good stuff. So there's probably most people don't really give a shit. They just want the gear that they want. But we will see what's going to happen in future with this for sure.